CNN Disa Suarez in Lviv for us tonight. Disa, hello to you. Thank you for joining. There are new satellite images, new evidence of what appears to be mass graves just outside of Mariupol. What do you know about that?
Don, good evening to you. We are hearing more harrowing details of acts of absolute savagery taking place across Ukraine. The sort of acts, frankly, that one would have thought had been consigned to the history books. But what we know from satellite evidence compiled and analysed by Maxa Technologies is that mass burial site containing about 200 new graves has been identified in a village called Manhush. You're looking at the satellite images right at the top of your screen, that long line there. Now, Maxa Technologies, Don, said that these mass graves are about 20 times larger. It's so hard to fathom this. 20 times larger than the ones found in Bucha, where 70 bodies, if you remember, were found. Now, Ukrainian officials say that Russian soldiers have been taking the bodies of people killed in Mariupol and dumping them in Manhush. And they believe, Don, that as many as 20,000 people have died in Mariupol after weeks of intense bombardment. A city, Don, frankly, that is only a city by name. 90% or so of it has been completely destroyed, and the images we're seeing of it is charred to the bone. Of course, a city, like you said, that President Putin claims has been liberated, though there is still that last pocket of resistance inside the Azovstal steel plant, a plant that Putin has decided not to storm, and not out of kindness of his heart, may I add, but simply because he doesn't want his own troops to face the wrath of the Ukrainian forces that's still inside that steel plant, on.
And you know, Isa, there has been so much suffering in Mariupol. Very few have been able to make it out. What is the latest on the evacuation?
Well, let's just say, quite frankly, excuse me, Don, that it's just not going according to plan, and it hasn't been for several days. Now, Ukraine's deputy minister says the evacuation of civilians is going very slowly, and she says that on the Russian side, everything is complicated, chaotic, and dishonest. Those were her words. And the minister has even apologized in the last 24 hours to residents for really failing, Don, to evacuate them. Having said that, on Wednesday to Thursday, just to clarify, for the first time, people were evacuated from the besieged city of Mariupol to Zaporizhia, but the numbers, quite frankly, are still very low. They were hoping to evacuate 6,000 people, but have only evacuated 79 civilians. And just so our viewers get an understanding of the numbers we're talking about here, to date, more than 100,000 people have left Mariupol, but around 100,000 civilians are still remaining in the city. And we've also heard from the CEO of the company that owns that Azovstal steel plant, and he says in his own words that the situation there is close to catastrophe, Don.
All right, thank you very much, Disa Suarez. We appreciate it.